Oh, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and fellow Star Rail lovers, welcome back! It is 1:30 a.m., and that means it's time for another reaction. Because similar to Genshin, and all Hoyo games for that matter, they like to release their trailers at the crack of fucking midnight. Which is fine for me, not for regular people, but for me, because I stay up all night anyway. Either way, today we are going to be reacting to a Keeping Up with the Star Rail that wasn't honestly on my radar, and in terms of what's normal for this channel, I would have probably honestly skipped because it's for a 4-star, and I typically don't really care about 4 stars. However, this is a different case. Today we're going to be going over Keeping Up with the Star Rail with March 7th, more specifically, The Haunt! So this is pretty interesting. This is the first time so far that we're getting a character that's not a main character that can switch forms. Now, granted, why did Hoyo do this, right? March 7th is a part of the main cast, and similar but kind of different to Don Hung, right? With Don Hung, you can kind of question this and scrutinize this now. Why did they give March 7th a different class? That's not a 5-star, mind you, but they allowed her to switch, but they didn't give it to Don Hung. Well, number one, you can roll for Don Hung, but you know, with the Trailblazer, it's kind of different. You could get all their Eidolons through the game. You can't roll for them. Don Hung, obviously, it's kind of different because you can roll for 4-star Don Hung and get his Eidolons that way. So it's probably the same with 5-star Don Hung as well. Now, will this be the same for March 7th? I honestly don't know. She might go on banner eventually. She might be the first fully funded story character that's not Trailblazer that you could get full Eidolons for. I really don't know. But because March 7th is a main character, and because I heard some crazy, wacky things about her kit, especially for a free character, because they are giving this away in the story, right? And I don't believe it's limited time either. I think this is just in there permanently. So once you get to it, you get it. So, it's a little bit of a special occasion. So I thought I'd do a reaction for at least our girl March. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm hoping to see Albert. I wonder who the guest is going to be. I can imagine it's either going to be Yang Ching or Yun Li. I really don't know. But let's just see. Albert's always funny. I love the little lures they're doing. There seems to be a little bit of a continuance too.
Oh, the clever and talented girl became a disciple of two famous
these are
Xianzhou
hilarious.
masters.
These are hilarious.
She trained hard every day,
Oh,
fulfilling her dreams of gaining godlike abilities.
godlike
One
abilities.
day, when the girl was passing by
Look at
Starskip
this
Haven,
bullshit.
she encountered IPC bullies causing trouble in Sleepless Earl. The leading bully named Scott had reached the rank of specialist. He relied on the IPC's big burly mechs to ignore the law and tyrannize others.
I like how even the chibi is like, no.
The girl stood up with her sword in hand and blocked the mech's attacks.
No way.
Scott asked
He's not
in a harsh
Yun
voice,
Li.
"What kind of scumbag are you?
Oh
How dare
my.
you steal the show?" The girl, undaunted, glowered at him and shouted,
"And this girl's the star of today's.
Oh my god, she's so hot.
"Hey, I just got to
Wait,
the
she's
climax.
actually
Don't interrupt."
here.
No,
This is
Master March.
crazy.
According to the schedule, we have to start the character description now. If you keep
Wow.
talking, we'll go over time again.
The
Ooh.
same principle applies to hosting a show and performing sword moves.
Oh.
You must know your routine, but you can't be restricted by it. Blindly following the rules is
No,
wasting
we
your
have a
skills.
schedule, March.
Good
We have a
point.
schedule.
You are a true master.
No wonder this shit was like
Could you,
fucking
teach
8
me a
minutes
few
long.
moves
Holy
for
shit.
protecting myself.
I haven't agreed to take you as a disciple yet. If you can understand just
Oh,
1/3 of the secrets of my swordplay, I'll consider it.
I'll consider it. March is
Let's
such a
start,
diva, bro.
Let's
Oh
see
my
how much I
god.
understand. Master March is an imaginary
Master
character on the
March.
path of
I
the
never
hunt,
would have thought to see
exceptional
the
and
day.
sharp as ice, under the guidance of famous
Also,
masters.
I'm gonna pause this right here. I forgot to say this in the beginning, but one of the reasons why I think they did this is because number one, maybe they felt left out because you know, they obviously gave Don Hung one and March kind of is just sucking in the corner. But that's kind of one of the big reasons I think. It's because Preservation March sucks absolute ass. Now, obviously in the game we have 4 stars that suck absolute ass, but not as much as March does, and she's one of the, you know, main characters, so to speak. So they probably wanted to give her some love, and this is it. And boy, did they give her a lot of love, because again, I heard this is really good, but Let's keep watching.
She has come up with her own unique move.
She's so
When she uses
silly.
her basic attack, March 7th deals
My
imaginary
sword,
damage to a
that's
single enemy.
demons.
When using her skill, March 7th selects one teammate as master, which
Look at this
increases their
shit.
speed.
Look at this shit. This shit is so stupid. Also, mind you, one OP as fuck thing is once you select the Shifu, that shit stays the entire game.
Oh, I get
You could switch it, but like she becomes insanely skill point efficient. Insanely.
it? So that's why you get stronger after becoming a disciple. Master, you're
She
stronger
gives them
now.
boba.
Get 'em.
Hey, stop coming up with weird ideas.
Wow.
Master March
March
must
always
have
got an
a
issue
deeper
with
purpose for
everything,
doing
man.
this. Right. After March 7th uses her basic
Master,
attack, as
I've
well as when the master
ascended.
uses an attack or ultimate, March gains charge. When charge reaches a certain level, March 7th immediately takes action again.
Look, she's
increases
thinking.
the
She's like,
damage
I
she
got
deals,
it.
And her basic attack.
That's literally, I'm sorry I keep pausing, but like, that's literally the pose I think the OK Boomer girl did. That's from a fucking meme. And leave it to Starrel always. You know, I won't stop glazing them. I'm not going to take both hands off of it. I'm not. This is where, like, the creators, the team of Starrel, they are so tuned in, man. They know all the memes. Granted, they might be a little late sometimes, but once those Fate references came in, it should have been a matter of time before we noticed the Fate collab was coming, man. It was a matter of fucking time.
Is enhanced.
Correct. There's no shortcut to becoming stronger.
Yes,
you
there
have
is.
to stay motivated
Steroids.
and studious.
Or take steroids.
Carefully observe your master's every move and learn from them one step at a time.
Even in the shower.
Listening to Master March is
You have
like
to
being
spy on
tutored
them.
by an expert. When she consumes charge, March 7th can use her enhanced basic attack.
Oh.
The enhanced basic attack starts with a certain number of hits per action. After every last hit of damage, there's a chance of dealing another hit of damage. With a certain
Crazy.
trace
So she's
unlocked,
like a Su
after March
Shang.
7th uses her enhanced basic attack, the master's crit damage and break effect increase for a set number of turns.
See, this is fucking insanity, by the way. She is a hunt character, a character that's supposed to be doing good single target damage, but she's almost like a Harmony character in which she's buffing another character. And this is a free character, like this is insanity.
When she uses her ultimate,
Actual
March
insanity.
7th,
Look at her name, March 7th, the Apex Heroine. Not to be confused with the drug.
she unleashes
Oh,
a
look at her
powerful
training.
strike,
Oh.
dealing imaginary damage to a single
She was
enemy,
thinking of
and
the
increasing the
fucking
additional hits
boba.
per action, and chance of dealing additional damage for the next enhanced basic attack. When the master is on the field, every time March 7th uses a basic attack or deals damage from her enhanced basic attack, it triggers an
Oh
effect
my
corresponding
God,
to
look
the
the way she's
master's
holding the
path.
boba.
Masters on the path of erudition, destruction, or the hunt can cause March 7th's attack
man.
to deal additional damage based on the master's type. Masters on the
And she gets bonuses based on her master. So if you're a damage class, you do more damage. Like, what?
path of harmony, nihility, preservation,
Oh,
or
man, look at that
abundance
hat.
can raise the toughness reduction of March 7th's attack. It's worth noting, after unlocking a certain trace, March 7th can reduce the toughness of enemies with weakness of the master's type. When inflicting weakness
Crazy.
break, she also triggers the imaginary weakness break effect.
Crazy.
I forgot. I was this impressive.
Wow,
Oh,
she's
Master, I
glazing
get it. To learn the
herself.
essence of swordplay, you can't rely on your brain. You have to rely on muscle memory formed by years of practice.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Huh?
Yeah.
She
that's
doesn't
right.
even know she's
During
a
exploration,
phony. She's
if
a
March 7th is in the
fraud.
team, every time an ally uses their technique, March 7th gains a charge upon entering the next battle. After
Crazy.
using her technique, March 7th regenerates a certain amount of energy upon entering the next battle.
So she's like
Okay, let's sum
Taeyun.
it up. As the saying goes, great teachers beget great pupils. March
True.
7th gains buffs from the
Very
actions of
true.
her masters. Select a teammate with high-frequency attacks as master.
So
Let March
follow-ups.
7th
You
attack
want someone
more
with
frequently.
follow-ups.
The path of her
Ratio.
master will also affect March 7th's fighting style based on the battlefield environment. Choose a master with a suitable path to let March 7th react more flexibly to different battlefield situations. Let's practice what
Crazy.
we preach and put today's lesson to test in a real battle.
Oh my god,
You
she's
are
so
very
cute.
motivated. But why am I on the
She's so
battlefield?
ready.
I'm still too slow, Master. Please demonstrate one more time.
All right, one more time.
One
In this
more.
battle, March 7th is teamed up
God,
with the
look at
one
that
known
bag.
by all in the universe as the Galactic
I
Baseball.
was about to say it
They
too, the
snap their
Galactic
fingers 3 times
Baseballer.
in a
I love
row,
how they're using
completely
style.
ignoring the opponent. Since her teammate used their technique 3 times, March 7th already gained 3 charges when she enters the battle. March 7th becomes a disciple of the Galactic
Dude, look at the
Baseballer
Boba. She
and
gets on
learns
her knee like she's
world-destroying
proposing
swordplay.
to you.
This allows March 7th basic attack and enhanced basic attack to deal additional damage. Under the close guidance of her master, March 7th learns how to reduce her opponent's toughness.
Crazy.
After her master uses an attack
He's
or
so
ultimate,
overloaded.
March 7th gains charge.
What
She's
the-
now only 1 step away from enlightenment. After using her basic attack, March 7th's charge is full and she immediately takes action again.
Master,
March just
I
looks like she's
defended.
having fun.
I'll take care
Like,
of this,
yeah,
chubby one.
okay,
March
boomer.
7th uses her ultimate, and while dealing damage to the enemy, increases
Bruh,
the
she's
initial hits
holding
per
the
action
D
and
thing.
chance of dealing additional damage for her enhanced basic attack.
Oh my
The
god, the
Master's Path also
flowers.
allows March 7th's upcoming enhanced basic attack to deal multi-hit additional damage.
This is
Finally,
so
after this
silly.
overwhelmingly strong move, we can congratulate the opponent for being able to clock off early. Whoa, wait. There are more?
Oh.
Our match
Oh,
just attracted even
shit.
more powerful
Look
opponents.
at March's
The
face.
strong really do attract each other.
Oh
Facing
my
a formidable
god, the
foe.
trash
March
can.
7th, shout!
Just so you guys know, that enemy is not to be underestimated. They infinite stack damage.
I don't wanna
Oh,
work
that's so
overtime.
cute.
Very
not her-
intimidating.
that's not her
Expressing her
hunt form, though.
determination to end things quickly. But this time, she can't deal with the opponent the usual way. Her only option is to inflict weakness break on them. The Galactic Baseballer
Oh
throws away their
my.
bat and puts on a hat.
Oh,
They're about
shit,
to show
they're
off a brand
switching.
new fighting style. March 7th offers them milk tea and becomes
Milk
their disciple
tea?
again.
A
This time, she
boba?
learns invincible swordplay. Her basic attack
Oh.
and enhanced basic attack will now have higher
He's
toughness
so
reduction.
happy.
The
This is
Galactic
all a
Baseballer
joke
uses
to
their
her.
skill to reduce the opponent's toughness. The opponent springs into a counterattack. But it's no
With
big
its
deal.
fucking
The gifted
leg.
and intelligent March 7th copies her
Gifted
master exactly
and
further reduces the
intelligent.
opponent's toughness. The opponent's about to
So
strike again,
silly.
but March 7th won't give them the chance. She uses her ultimate at the
Oh
right
my
moment.
God,
with a single
again.
blow inflicts weakness break on the opponent.
The battle between these masters ends
Oh
here.
my
They
god,
will
they're
return
there.
For more later.
They're right behind her.
I haven't seen enough yet.
Yo, we're
She's
honored to have you
scared.
here, young masters. I apologize.
He's
for not welcoming
shook.
you. What brings you here?
You know what's crazy? I think Yunli is a way tougher teacher than Yang Qing. Yang Qing is like nice, he's young, and Yunli is probably even younger, but she's way more serious than Yang Qing is.
Oh, we
In training, at least, I think.
came to see our sick and bedridden prized pupil. But she seemed to be
Aw,
in pretty good
she
condition.
lied! She
Relieved
lied!
to see March running around like this.
I don't feel good.
Oh my
I
god,
have
she
a
fucking
fever.
lied!
A fever? Do 50 sets of strength drills to clear your meridians.
Oh my
Running 15 miles
god.
would help too.
15 miles is insanity, by the way. Like, that takes, like, at least an hour, for sure. Maybe even 2. Wow. So, that was it. Honestly, that was pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was pretty good. Again, this was the exception. I'm not usually gonna do 4 stars, but, man, like, her kit is just insanity. When I first saw, like, what her kit did, I was like, wait, this isn't a hunt character. But it is, kind of. She's typically, like, more of a hunt harmony hybrid, for sure, like I said before. But, this is interesting, because a lot of the time now, obviously this was the main issue, or not even issue, this was the main, like, thing with Nihility. Nihility says they debuff enemies, and you would assume that means they weaken the enemies. And that's true for the most part, but what's the best weakness? Death. So, you know, some people like Acheron who are Nihility, yeah, they debuff the enemy to kill them. But, Nihility was kind of the main class that kind of, like, played around with these things. Erudition is kind of the same way. Erudition, and just follow-ups in general, these are things that are, like, appended on... excuse me, I don't want to append that to anything. These are things that are kind of appended onto each class because you have the hunt characters like Ratio who do follow-ups. You have erudition characters like Herda, Himiko that do follow-ups. But follow-up, aka Elation, isn't its own class, sadly. But these are things where they have to append it. Now, they're kind of getting more adventurous with their classes, right? Now, granted, it is on a 4-star, but the 4-star is really fucking good. It's really sad, but also good in a good way that she's not a 5-star, because then people would have had to wail to get her. and instead of that, they're giving her for free, thank God. But it's just insane. I really like where they're going with the future of the game, though. Honkai's still in my mind, Star Rail specifically, not third. Star Rail, like, is just at the apex of all the Hoyo games. They just put in so much shit. It feels like they work so hard. They put so much effort in. And they give us things that we don't even ask for that are still amazing. A free ratio, a free March 7th, which is, in my eyes, basically probably as good as a 5-star, almost, if not basically. And with her Eidolon, she's going to get even more crazy. Like, it's actually fucking wild. She's going to help, as always, follow-up teams like crazy. We're kind of in a break meta right now, but she's really going to go crazy for follow-up teams. But either way, this was absolutely amazing. I love keeping up with the Star Rail. I love Star Rail in general. And crazily enough, I actually probably, maybe, will use March 7th to hunt. Especially in Pure Fiction, maybe. Maybe. But either way, this was really good. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I hope you all watch me at Twitch TV/Tecnics channel.